hate more. Ben Shapiro's Daily Wire donates $1 million to TPUSA to help bring people back to Christ and church and biblical values like Charlie wanted. Nothing Shapiro fears more than Jesus.
I know we at Daily Wire, we trust you at TPUSA to do it. I mean, that's really the answer. We're willing to provide, and we are providing any level of material support, any level of support on the ground, boots on the ground, helping you to do what Charlie would have wanted to be done here. And I think that the reason that everybody trusted Charlie, the reason we're all mourning Charlie, is because nobody did it better. You spelled out two of Charlie's goals. He said, he wanted to bring people back to Christ and bring people back to church and back to...
Oh, he said the name. He said Christ. Bring them back to church. Bring them back to Christ. What's funny is that guy, the Christian guy, Joel Webton, he tweeted right after. He said, Ben Shapiro can't fill the shoes, can't fill the chair of Charlie Kirk because he's not a Christian. And then actually this guy's donating $1 million to bring people to Christ. Bring people to Zion is what he really means. What Jesus really means. Jesus' role is to bring the world to Zion.
Helping you to do what Charlie would have wanted to be done here. And I think that the reason that everybody trusted Charlie, the reason we're all mourning Charlie, is because nobody did it better. You spelled out two of Charlie's goals. He said, he wanted to bring people back to Christ and bring people back to church and back to biblical values. And he wanted to keep the MAGA coalition together. And expand it. And the question is how you do that. And the answer is you focus on the first, and the second is a byproduct. Okay, the answer is that
you focus on the first, which the first was Jesus, right? Bring people to Jesus. The first step to get Goyim to be Shabbos Noahide is you bring them to Jesus. That's the first step.
First, and the second.
Well, I got to make sure if Jesus was the first step.
Mourning Charlie is because nobody did it better. You spelled out two of Charlie's goals. He said, he wanted to bring people back to Christ. And
right, that's the first one.
Back to biblical values. And he wanted to keep the MAGA coalition together. And expand it. And the question is how you do that. And the answer is you focus on the first, and the second is a byproduct.
Christ.
Okay, the answer is that, as Matt says, you have to unite around something. And yeah, we can unite in the short term around the fact that there are a bunch of people who hate our guts and want to murder us, which of course is true. But long-term unity, big movement change, which is what Charlie was really trying to drive, and why he went to talk to people.
Dude, is Ben Shapiro really using the same argument that all of these Christians and all these influencers try to use against me? We got to have something. We got to unite around something. We got to have the king of the Jews. Got Amalek. Are you hearing this in the chat? Is this not what Adam, you're being divisive. We got to unite around something. A lot of people are Christians. Just believe in Jesus. Dude, Ben Shapiro has the same exact argument that these Christians have been using against me. Got to unite around something. What else are we going to unite around if not the king of the Jews? The Jews hate it when we follow it. Just listen to Ben Shapiro. Amazing. See through it all, add it to the compilation, add it to the vault, to the Ben Shapiro vault, the folder.
There are a bunch of people who hate our guts and want to murder us, which of course is true. But long-term unity, big movement change, which is what Charlie was really trying to drive, and why he went to talk to people who disagree, is about building around those core values. And so the long-term vision, yeah, we'll have our petty squabbles, and yeah, some of those squabbles will be more than petty. But the long-term
Zorn Dare Edom sent $5. How do you do that? You coax a furry to kill Kirk, then complete the hostile takeover of Pusa with Jews top to bottom.
Hostile takeover? That's who built it. That's who built it. It wasn't a hostile takeover. It was took over, and he was at the helm.
Petty squabbles, and yeah, some of those squabbles will be more than petty. But the long-term vision has to be built around those original biblical conservative values that Charlie stood for, things like the Bible, things like free markets, things like family, all those things are things Charlie stood for. You got to build the coalition around values because we can't build it around the man, but we can build it around.
We need my biblical morals, Goyim. Hey, Goyim, you need some biblical morals. Believe in Jesus, go to church, biblical morals, Judeo-Christian. Nothing they hate more. Dude, it's over. It's over. Are any of the anti-Semitic Christians going to share this clip? No, they're just going to say nothing he hates more than Jesus. That's all they'll say, and then not ever share this.
The values that he left behind and that he spent his entire life fighting for. And, we couldn't be, frankly, more honored to join you guys as much as we can in the fight.
Thank you for that, and thank you for donating the Daily Wire $1 million. Breaking news on this show. Thank you guys for honoring Charlie so well today. God bless you.
Yeah, Decimate. Worship the Jewish rabbi, Goy. It's the only way to beat them. It's the only, you won't survive without Jesus in the